A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent to breathe. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Her friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dark she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who so digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. A ghost in the machine, fighting a battle unseen. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Oh! A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent to breathe. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. friend friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dog she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who so digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. A ghost in the machine, fighting a battle unseen. I go.
Oh, I forgot to actually put myself on the screen. I knew I was forgetting one thing. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now I'm all set up. Hello everyone, it's your gracious ghost, the Jelly Ghost, and we are doing another art stream, which is probably all I'm going to be able to do for a while until I can get a new PC. Which is going to suck. Hi Cam, hi Bubblegum. No, take the bottle off, it was better. Okay, fine, I will. There, see? Now there's none. There's just Lily over there. Lily, you're the star. Oh, I'm going to move you real quick, Lily. Lily, take my place. There we go. Now it's all on her. She's the one that's doing the drawing. She looks so confused. I don't think she likes this.
So chat, do you like slurs?
No! Okay, that's it, Lily. You're going back. You're going back in the background.
I'm just a baby.
Not just a baby. Your Cam's a bad influence on you. Don't teach Lily slurs. She's just a baby. She doesn't know better. No, we are not saying all the slurs. The only kind of slurring that's allowed here is when I get stupid drunk that I'm slurring, and I don't think I've ever gotten that. No, I probably definitely have gotten at that point. How dare you throw money at me? You throw pennies in my face.
Camden Beware has cheered 100 and said Corgo 100.
No, not for slurring. There's no slurring here. I'm not drunk enough for there to be slurring. And when I mean that, I mean is when you talk funny. So I probably shouldn't be actually explaining what I'm doing. So we are doing a couple of drawings. Yes, I'm doing 2 at once because if I...
Jelly, we request all the slurs.
Well, you're not getting any of the slurs. I'm not drunk enough. Whenever I draw on my streams, I'm usually never happy with the final result because I feel like I rush it. So to try to prevent that, I'm trying to make myself go back and forth between 2 drawings so that I'm more likely to catch the mistakes. I'm more likely to ignore while streaming because I'm distracted. So this is art raffle prize for Ciovella, aka Kabixi in the Hearthstone community.
They Jelly banned Cambit Law.
Please don't get me banned. I already got banned once, which is bullshit. You guys got paid about as much as me, and I was the only one that got banned. That's some sexism right there. I'll never forget. I'll never forgive you for that, Twitch. So yeah, this is an art raffle for Kabixi because they had participated in the art, the donut the stream thing that I was supposed to try to do, and it was to help out Naloxa Art because they were having some issues with money, so we were able to help out, and Kabixi was one of the ones who won the art raffle for that. Yeah, I know, it was bullshit. Brain work. Oh yeah, so this is what we're working on. This is her character, which I'm probably gonna have to ask for like a below this point because I like how it goes down to her arms and it cuts off. This is her inspiration, which we're gonna try to capture that face as best as we can. And then we got a commission for Sultravash, who I'm also really excited because I always thought her model was so pretty with the blonde hair and the blue skin. And she's getting the Titanic rose pose. So it's gonna look really nice. I think it's gonna really look nice with this with the robe once I actually get that done. I forgot to look at the feet. Boobs. They're gonna be covered. They are technically covered. There's nothing on there. You fucking would, bubblegum. Alright, so now we're getting to the actual fun part, which is where I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just hoping for the best, so let's get to it. This is just gonna be the rough sketch. It's not gonna look... Oops, I forgot to turn on my actual tablet driver. This is the part where I just kind of put everything in place. It's not gonna look nice. It's not gonna look pretty. Where the fuck is my driver? You're on. Why aren't you? Okay, there we go. It wasn't letting me switch between tools. So I have it so that if I press a button on my actual tablet pen, it switches between pen and eraser, which is really useful. No, you don't have to adapt. You don't have to adapt, Silas. Please don't adapt. Please don't let them take you away. So she's got very, very narrow eyes. So we're gonna see if we can try to recreate that a little bit. But like I said, this is just kind of the layout. I'm gonna straighten her head a little bit more just to make sure. She's got long eyelashes. I'm gonna kind of capture that too as I'm doing that line. I feel like this needs to be narrower. She's got a very deep eyeliner. It's like underneath her eyes. It's not even like the usual bags under the eyes kind of look.
No, I didn't realize it was that kind of art stream. How could this happen? The wholesome nature is gone. It's only boobs and legs now. Velp time to adapt at.
I look away from chat for a little bit. You missed Zelix telling me to kneel in a daddy voice, and I was so flustered I drew a reaction. I mean, to be fair, it's not something you expect from Zelix, so daddy voice? Yeah, it's just not something you expect. He's such a wholesome guy. And then again, you know, it's just daddy voice and then being told to kneel. It's gonna get anyone. Alright, I feel like I made it a little bit too long. So we'll narrow the eye a little bit, but it's got a lot of Okay, that's why he's talking to you like that. You guys are married now, so now he's letting out his true form, his true nature. Good luck with that. Alright, so I am going to, let's just go ahead and Control T this. Move this inward. I need a free transform. So yeah, in the reference she doesn't really have much eyelashes on the top, but I think I'm probably gonna still do it for her anyway. Just kind of add my own spin to it. But I really like the idea of her having some very dark...
Jelly, can we get some fan art of Bubble Music live?
No. If I get paid for it, maybe. I would draw it. I did want to do like a cracked ship of cyberspace. I never had the time to do it. I really should. Such a long ship name. What the fuck? I think just bubbly music would be the ship name. I do want to try a trick I saw on Facebook about getting the eyes right. I feel like these eyes are still kind of sharp, but it's fine. I'm just practicing. This is just a rough draft. So like I saw something about how like when you, instead of like flipping the eye like you normally feel like you should do, something like that, which is normally what I would do. What they did was they moved it like this. I don't think it works with eyelashes that well though. And it's not that much like, it's not that much of a turn. You know, I think I'm just gonna do it like I usually do. I'll practice with that other trick another time. This one kind of looked really good. Fix the eyelash a little bit. Alright. So she's got the yellow glowy eye, so we're just gonna do make her look kind of annoyed. Kind of like the idea of her looking like ahead at something else. I do gotta keep in mind her head is tilted, but I think it looks kind of fine. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. Probably lower this a little bit more. Yeah, looks good enough. So I try not to go directly with the noses when it comes to WoW models because you want to make them look different. They're trying to get their own unique look. So just, I'm not gonna even look at the mouth, the nose. Children, stop fighting in chat. I feel like she's like a very angular nose kind of person. So we're gonna give her a little angular nose. That's too angular. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. I feel like I gotta darken this a little bit more. There we go. It was getting really hard for me to see. I feel like the nose needs to be lower. I don't know why I always rely on the model's nose placement, because I always end up moving it a little bit lower. I always feel like the nose should be lower. Because the nose is supposed to be closer to the mouth. Now it feels too low. Alright, I'm going to tilt her head to the side again to try to improve. Okay, so 1, 2. Use a mesh transformation. Try to help with the nose shape a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Ah, damn it. Okay, I was worried that it just undid my work. Stop trying to... I'm kind of experimenting with like nose shapes lately. Trying to make, like messing with the nose bridges, changing the nostrils. Because noses are all different. And it's about finding the right nose for the character you're drawing. Let's look at the mouth a little bit. So she's got like very puffy lips, like very thick lips, compared to what kind of style of drawing. So we're definitely giving her some lipstick, which I've gotten a lot of practice drawing because of Sonia. So I usually don't draw the lip shape unless it's lipstick involved. Also, no, I'm like, I feel bad I'm not responding to chat as much or reading it out. I just don't want to be too distracted while I'm drawing. If it's important, though, make it shorter so I know how to look. I think that's looking pretty good, actually. I am probably gonna have to move this jaw a little bit. I feel like the jaw is a little too long. I forgot an important part, face, eyebrows. Okay, I couldn't remember if they had long eyebrows or not. I feel like she would also have thinner ones, so... That's what Bubblegum wants you to think. Bubblegums all bite. I mean, all bark. And the only kind of bite that Bubblegum has is like nibbles at most. Rabbit bites. I'm really liking that eyelash. That's a really nice eyelash. I'm trying to get myself to stop using black outlines as much, but I think it's really fitting for the kind of style she's wanting for this character. Or he, they. I forgot their pronouns. I don't know if grabbing the ears is a good idea. Actually, I kind of like that twist. Like, what if she had like a little bit of a twist to her eyelashes? And I think that would be a cute little artistic flair. Yeah, when you say the ears, it just sounds like you're threatening bubblegum with a good time. Don't ever threaten the ears. It's how you know Silas isn't a furry. He doesn't get it. I used to be a furry. No, you definitely don't want to grab the tail either. No, I know she doesn't really have like sharp features, but I think maybe the cheekbone just a little bit. I feel like the skull is very big. So I might reduce it a little bit. That might have been my bad with the model. Just gonna get the shape of it kind of similar to the original, just so that I can be able to draw the hair over it. So the ears are gonna be fun. She's got pretty long ones. Now from here on, we're not going to really go into too much details. We're just getting the rough sketch done so that I could show it to them and ask like, hey, do you want any other changes to it? And then we'll start really getting into details. Hey Maury, how you doing? I am doing pretty good. I'm just trying to be productive this week because I've been putting off drawing for so long. So like here, there's a lot of detail in the ears. We got the basic shape of the ears done. How you doing, Maury? Alright, I put that on a separate layer. We'll fix that later. I might not even show it because the hair going over the ears. We're just gonna put basic shapes for the piercing here. It looks like it stops like right at the tip. Yeah. And it stops around here. And I know it has depth, but we're just going to go ahead and just block out, sketch out this spot. Like I said, we're not going into too much detail because we will be here all day. We gotta keep in mind that this is tilted, so that hanging bead there would be down here. She's already looking real cute. I probably should thin out the ears a little bit more. They get real thin up there. I'll work on it later, honestly. Like I said, it's just... No, it's gonna piss me off if I don't fix this curve right here in the... On the piercing, the gold... what's it called? The cuff. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So we're gonna take these. We're gonna do the lazy way. Oops. We're gonna take this the lazy way. And flip. Actually, I probably don't even need to flip it, actually. Just... Probably do. Because it's flipped over on that one. I'm gonna tilt it. With the free transform. Okay. Come on, where's the merge? Okay, something like that for later. Fix later. So we got that done. Might as well merge the other ears with it. Now we're we're gonna try to go into her hair. It looks like she's got like bangs in the front. We're gonna try to make those look. I feel like it's very high up on the brow, but we're gonna lower these down a little bit more. So same thing, we're just gonna do kind of like the basic shape. You want to follow the hair, the brow line. So we're just getting the shape right now. I like the idea of it being kind of like longer in the middle. So I'm gonna try to do that. We're gonna add some flaws to it though, because I feel like it's too perfect in the model. It's too symmetrical. So we'll cut some pieces into it. I caught you. You tried to merge layers. But I saw that happen. So it's not perfectly attached to the head because it's going to be hanging off the forehead. And then she has like strands of hair, which we're probably going to have it so that's like hanging over her ear. How dare these? How dare you?
Flames has cheered 1 and said cheer 1 for head.
For head. I guess they are doing head on the stream, but don't tell Twitch that. Don't word it like that. They could definitely ban me. They already don't like me. I guess they do. Do they hate me or do they like me? They probably hate me because they banned me, but they liked me because they got me back in like less than a month. So either way, I'm not risking it. So she's got long bangs, and again, we're not gonna have it like the game one. We're gonna have it so it's loose, they're flowy, pretty. Kind of falls behind her bust right there. Who is messaging me? I'm getting so many pings. So like everyone's pinging me, and I was just left alone most of the day. So let me see. It looks like she's got her hair kind of back in a bun. It kind of reminds me of what's her name from the K-pop Demon Hunters. What's her name? The earthy one. Let's look at her hair real quick for inspiration. Zoe. Yeah, so she's got like 2 buns. Actually, her hair does kind of look a lot similar to the hairstyle we're doing here. So we're gonna carve out an area here, which is her actual like hairline. Okay, we can get rid of this hairline here. Feel like it's kind of throwing me off now. I don't. Is that the one Deep Throat Sushi? I don't know. I thought it was a cute movie, and I listened to some of the songs, and that's pretty much all I know from it. Best characters, in my opinion, though, were the bird and the cat. I can't tell if it's a bun or not, though. I'll have to double check later and look at the dye-born hair later. So we're gonna add some lines to the rough sketch because I still got to show my process, my thought process when I give them reference. And we don't really actually want too much of this line here. So we're gonna actually start breaking it up into pieces. Oh, whoa. Trying to lose some stabilization there for a second. Oh, my stabilization isn't on. What the heck? Switched back the fucking. Fine. Just erase it myself. It's all gonna get merged into one layer anyway. Alright, so Here, I'm gonna make her neck seem a little bit longer. I feel like it's a little bit short. But she is tilted a little bit, so we're not gonna make it too long. We're gonna kind of bend on the neck a little bit there. Now I am going to need a better reference of her lower half up to that point. But we'll at least get what we can get. So let's try to get a good view of the basic shape. So she's got a necklace there. That can be ignored for now until we get the dress underneath. She's got kind of like a robe underneath that splits in half. So we're gonna follow a line along here. And it likely continues all the way on. So we'll go ahead and do it all the way down here. Follow that line. And it goes up to about her clavicle. Where it evens out, rounds out around here. And it kind of has like a split at the top. We're just adding that split in. And it's kind of got like a hem, a gold hem. So just kind of all along there. Make it thinner on this side. Just a little bit. And then she's got like these two big kind of shoulder areas. Kind of starts from here to about right here. The way Blizz does it though, since it's a texture, you can kind of see like there's a split here. We're going to pretend that those are actually separate from the outfit. So I'm going to kind of go over her arm instead. Let's get the shape of it real quick. And I'm thinking we'll put like a pin on there so it looks like it's being pinned there by over her shoulders. It's a CO. She's looking really cute, honestly. So just a little bit of a hem here. And like I said, just a little bit of artistic liberty of we'll put a pin around here. Ooh, maybe I can even hold on. Seth, is this you, Kabixi? I'm just making sure so I can know if I should ask you things or not. I'm gonna probably could double check anyway. No, I didn't know. I'll double check, but I think I might have a cute idea of like, so I want to put a pin here. So it looks like that this, whatever the shoulder thing is being held on with the pin. Oh, you're grand. Okay, making sure. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. No, I remember Kabixi. No, was it? No, it was Bash that was messaging me on Discord because they weren't on Twitch, but they were watching on Twitch. I'm thinking of asking Kabixi, like, hey, I kind of want to put a pin here, so it kind of makes sense why this thing is hanging off. And I was like, do you want a Hearthbound pen like what Yuffie wears? It'd be kind of cute if every time I draw a Hearthbound character, like they put the pin on them, so they all canonically have a pin showing that they're with Hearthbound. That would be cute. Okay, so again, this goes over the shoulder. So, and it goes to about right here. Okay. I needed to align this right. What would the pin logo look like? And like in the, like the, you know, like what we got. I got one here of Yuffie with it. Let's see. I sketched her with it. So that's what her pen looks like. It's not nice. I just kind of threw it on while I was sketching her out real quick. This is just a quick, you know, like quick sketch of it, which I gotta eventually make a proper one soon, eventually. But yeah, it's just the Hearthbound logo. It's just a gold pen. Golden brown pen. Pen. Why am I saying pen? Obviously, it would look a lot nicer on this. I was just throwing it together real quick. How cute he drives me nuts. How cute she. Ooh, I think it looks nice. Yeah, it would be nice to like do something like that. Like every time that there's a Hearthbound drawing done by me, I just sneak the pen in somewhere. Not even sneak it in. Depends where, if they wanted to sneak it in. I guess it depends on the character. Sonya would probably like hide it somewhere because she doesn't consider herself part of Hearthbound, but she does care about them. Cares about the members. Alright, got the shoulder things done. It's not really a shoulder pad. I guess it's kind of more like a shawl. And then she's got like stripy stuff going on in the back. I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask her for more of a reference for the lower half. Because it was supposed to be just, it was supposed to like stop like around here, but I really like this pose and I really want to capture it. And it was a prize, so it's not like I'm charging her for it. It's just me wanting to do this. I will send this to Kabixi, but I think for now, that's where we're going to stop Kabixi at. But we got Soldier Bash. I will keep it up though, so I can look back to make sure there's any changes. But I'm really liking how it's looking so far. Alright, that's sent off to Kabixi. So let's get to Soldier Bash. Soldier Bash is going to be interesting because I haven't done trolls in a hot minute. And she is getting her own kind of tattoos together. So we're going to be in some new waters here. So again, I try not to use too much of the reference when it comes to faces. I want to make it more unique than because there's not a lot of face options in WoW. But it still gives me an idea. To me, it's like, she needs some mascara. She said she did not want brows. She never knows she didn't have brows until I pointed it out, so she's gonna keep it like that. So I gotta make sure I'm more prominent with the brows than I normally am, so that it still express the emotion I'm trying to give her. I may do something different with the tusks. And the tattoos, we're definitely gonna try to do something more unique because she's got some special tattoos that mark her as a sacrifice to Taranja. So let's get to the face for now. So I always start with the right eye. She's got real small eyes. I feel like. Nah. I mean, yeah, compared to the Nightborn eyes, I feel like she's got smaller eyes. We'll see what vibes. This is still just a rough sketch, still planning stuff. But we're gonna give her some of those, like, those eyes. She's doing the Titanic pose from that Rose does. I've only ever seen that movie twice. Can you guys believe that? I've only seen it twice all the way through. One time, the first time I saw it was at the 50-year anniversary? It was an anniversary, and they were playing at the theaters again. I never seen it, so I went with my boyfriend at the time to go see it. And then I saw it like one other time when I was watching it on Netflix. I don't know, maybe the idea freaked me out as a kid, like before I even realized I had a fear of water, and I never wanted to watch it because of that. So I feel like this eye needs a little bit more rounding. I feel like maybe lower it a little bit more. Let me actually get the reference. Oh, okay, cool. Vixie got me the dressing room link. I'll keep working on that later on. Just making sure OBS doesn't hate me right now. Titanic. I feel like I should turn her head more because that's what Rose does. She has it so she's facing away a little bit. Let me see. Let me experiment with the other model real quick. Still kind of facing this way. I do kind of like that pose. So just go ahead and draw over it instead of the sketch I got originally. For now, I do feel like her eye needs to be bigger. I feel like since she's a troll, they wouldn't really rely on black mascara as much. Like, I feel like obviously the Zandalari trolls would probably use something like gold. Maybe she has like blue mascara. I think that would look really neat. Does Dracari have any other colors besides blue? Is their thing? I don't know too much about the Chikari except they're the ones that are in Northrend. Maybe white. Ooh, I think white eyelashes for her would look really daring. And free transform. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to make sure that when I sketch, that I really drive in the fact that she has very strong eyebrows. I feel like her eyes are gonna be a little bit deeper in as well. There's going to be a lot of shading right here to really enunciate her brows up here, which is gonna be different. So for the nose, she's kind of got like an outward nose, and I keep meaning to like practice the different noses on like nose bridges. I always drew like, you know, the ones that curve in, but let's try to practice making hers kind of bridge out a little bit. And I feel like she would still have a very dainty nose. But I do kind of like the idea of having having more of a triangular one. So experiment with that a little bit. So because she's facing more in the forward angle, her nostril would be visible. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to angle that a little bit more. I'm sure I'm a big fan of it. I feel like it's very all over the place. Alright, I'm gonna start by making the actual shape itself using basic shapes. I know I always said a lot of body is circle, but right now it's a lot of squares and triangles. Okay, I like that shape. Sorry, I'm getting really quiet. I'm just really focused on the nose. I'm trying to get the best shape for it. Feels really flat right now, but I'm thinking eventually I'll find lines that make it feel more like a nose. It's this part that's driving me nuts. Okay, I think I finally got it. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. What am I getting a message about? Okay. Quick stretch. Quick itches. I just realized we're going to do your pupils. We should do that real quick. For now. I'll figure it out eventually. My brain keeps trying to make the nose smaller because I'm trying to do an outward bridge. I feel like her lips would be a little bit parted. And then of course you got the tusks, so I feel like she would have a very kind of either a gentle frown or a gentle smile. Let's say a frown. She's had a rough time. I feel like this would kind of be a thing of being. I don't know. I feel like this could be a very reason she would be in this pose would try to probably be a very what's the word I'm trying to find. I don't know. I feel like the reason she could be taking this pose, she would be going through some emotions. So it's gonna have to give her a little frown. I'm gonna keep it a little bit gentle because we're gonna give her a tusk. She's got some tiny ones. Yeah, they're kind of big. So we'll give her some thicker ones actually. Let's use the tusk to decide where her lips will be. Okay. Feel like her eyes are a little bit off. Let's fix those real quick. Alright. So we gotta start shaping out her face. I feel like she has a very gentle face. Like, she's a very pretty face, which is why she was kind of chosen as a sacrifice. She's beautiful, pretty, she's treated like a princess up until it's all gonna be taken away. And I feel like the shape of her face right now is doing pretty good. I feel like she would have fairly rounded features. Excuse me. I hope that didn't pick up. Very gentle cheekbone there, just a cheekbone line there, which I'll probably end up erasing when I actually color it. And then she's got those troll ears, shorter than elf ears. I feel like her ears will be hidden, so I won't bother moving it to the other side. Her neck is looking kind of wonky here. So we're gonna likely fix that using this one. Once we get to it. For now, we gotta look at her hair, which is fairly curly hair. It gets kind of wavy. I don't know if it's meant to look kind of like dreads. I don't think so, but like kind of like, I think it's kind of curly hair. So it's gonna be interesting. I really like the dyes. I like the pink and the yellow. It's so pretty. So we're gonna do the same thing, basic shades. So she's got it parted along the left side of her hair. It'll be all along here. Gets parted. And then we're going to, it looks like it comes all the way around. Okay, no, I was thinking it kind of goes like around in the bun. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But I think she just kind of brushes it behind her hair. Her head. So it's gonna be, let's focus on the, she's got some bangs hanging out from the side. Other than that, it gets tucked behind her ear. So we're gonna have it, so it does the same thing. We're gonna have it so it kind of tucks behind the ear, but there's a little bit of a drape to it. Especially more so because she's posed like this, so we gotta make sure to account for that. Her hair is gonna go a little bit like this. Kind of look like it's kind of been brushed, just enough to let her eye be uncovered. Otherwise, it would normally hang off her face if she liked like this. So I do want to do a background for this at some point. So we're gonna have it so her hair from down here is kind of splayed like she's on the pillow. I'm so sorry. Kind of giving myself some lines here so I can remind myself to do the hair a little bit differently than I normally would. Same thing over here. Just kind of gonna get like a zigzag to show that her hair has texture here. Which I think is looking really pretty already. Her hair, I think we'll have it so that it's hanging over her neck. Some sections in the hair I want to try to keep track of. I'm worried she still kind of looks humanoid, but I'm gonna leave that up for Bash to decide on that. Now we are switching out of the model and going back to this one. So I haven't done a full body in a while, so this is gonna be interesting trying to sketch all this out. I won't lie, I feel kind of overwhelmed, but that I just gotta do it. That's why we're just doing this. We're doing this basic sketch. So she's got something right here to loop. Blizz isn't very good with these kind of textures early on, so we're gonna have to figure out how they did that. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's like a split. So we could probably work on it like that. Just say that's like something they stitch together and they just loop it through. So that goes like kind of like over her clavicle. So we're gonna make it a cross. which probably won't be even until the actual final view. It goes all the way up towards her shoulders. And this one. And we got a strap underneath here with that thing right there. Which is kind of uneven because of the way her body is posed. So I'm just being lazy and thickening this whole outline out. And then we're just gonna erase this. Gives me a better idea of how I want thickness of this buckle. Stream is chill. Yeah, my art streams are usually pretty chill. Normally I'm a lot more chaotic, but my laptop has been causing me issues. I love to play WoW and a lot of other games, but it just doesn't, it can't handle other games right now, so I just gotta do art streams. It sucks. I do, because as much as I do like to draw and as much as I do like to streaming, I often don't like to do both. Because I feel like I make mistakes more often or I get quiet. And well, I would normally, if my quieter streams have it, some like maybe friends can join in and chat. I can't do that for my art streams because then I get all my attention taken away from my drawing and then I slow down. So this is all I can really do for now, but I do love my video game streams. It's just hard to do right now. Hopefully someday I will get the money for a new PC, but that's really starting to look like it's not gonna be for a while. Okay, so she's just got the underboob kind of thing going on. How dare, Skull? You should be working.
The _skull_ghost got the no ad gamer pass.
Thank you, Lily. Why aren't you working? Yeah, so kind of an underboob kind of thing.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, you can't blame me if you get in trouble because you're on your phone. But yeah, it goes all the way around under her armpits. Where does it start? Yeah, it just kind of starts from that strap there. So we're gonna have it. Go. Give it a little bit of a curve here to add to the depth. Always gotta keep track of the curves. I'm gonna add more depth to the edges, but for now we're just gonna do it like this. We're just getting the layout. It's kind of supposed to cover the whole boob. It's fine. You gotta remember to keep it semi-tilted the way it's supposed to be. Okay. And then we had one more strap here. Looks like it goes over her shoulders. Does it connect with this one? Kind of above and one another. So maybe I should move this one a little bit more straight up. Kind of thin the straps a little bit. I know it's kind of hidden behind the hair, but it still helps to visualize it. And it's just kind of a basic buckle, which I think we're gonna do smaller than what Liz has going on. And I'm probably gonna move it up higher because they got it like way at the bottom, like overlapping. That's not how it works. That's like AI kind of stuff right there. So we're gonna move this up a little bit more. That's how it's supposed to look like. That's an AI rookie kind of looking mistake. she doesn't really wear much else on the upper body. The tattoos are what we're gonna have to think about what we're gonna do. Which I'll probably be doing off stream so I could do some research and take my time with that. But for now, let's get to sketching out the lower hem. And then we'll bring the rest of the details in for the body. So it kind of starts above the belly button, just above the belly button. And again, we're going to try to do just the basic shapes of it. Yeah, so it's just like right above the hip. So we'll start it right here. And we got a thick band starting off first. And let's work on sketching out the actual shape of the dress. I guess it's kind of. Well, I must say, it kind of stops around there, especially because of the way her legs are bent up. Oh, I lost my pen there for a second. Don't know what happened there. Alright, so we got the basic shape of the hem right there. So we got an even thicker band that has triangles in the bottom half. So we're going to make this big band first, which is going to follow the contours of the dress. And then we'll do the triangles in a bit. These are gonna be fun. I imagine these are more like beads. They kind of look like party flags on this picture, but we gotta get this kind of triangle kind of sketched out. Looks like it's on both sides of her abdomen, which is going to be kind of starting around here and around here. And we're going to want it to end, I would say it goes down about halfway down her legs. So we'll have it end here. it's gonna be a little bit uneven though because her is kind of curving behind her leg. So it does seem like starts a little bit lower here. So we got more of the basic shape done. And now we're going to add the triangles. Which starts against this. Actually, I messed up. Yeah, it goes all the way up to this band. Okay. And then now we're going to put an invisible line that I'll erase later. It's just going to be my guideline for the triangles, which start right against it. We'll erase this line. And we'll add another line for these triangles in a bit. Once. Okay, so it has a split in the middle here. That I'm just noticing. Kind of tilting my head so I can look at it instead of moving my canvas. So actually, this kind of looks like it works for it just fine. I'm just gonna sharpen it a little bit. Oh, it looks like it should probably is kind of loose, so it should probably have its own little tuft hanging out. Okay. And it's going to have an invisible line. So that I'm just plotting ahead, trying to figure out how to get the line to for the triangles to line up just right. So I forgot to extend the line again.
Kia lost
Oh,
Commander has has joined the Digital Grave website.
Hey, Kilo. Someone's excited you to find my stream. How you doing? I probably should be asking you that in real life. Nope, I'm gonna wait until stream to actually ask about your day. Oh, I did have it as my Discord status, huh? Kinda forgot about it. Not like I ever really use Twitter or Blue Sky anymore. New! We got a newbie here, guys. Not tell us about it anyway. Yeah, everyone, chat wants to know how's your day going, Kilos? Oh shit, did I do it on the wrong... Okay, no, I thought I did it on the wrong layer. I know it's a sketch, but still... The sketch helps me plan stuff. These triangles are not good. Okay, hold on. I gotta make these triangles a little bit more obtuse because of the angle. I set up jaws, got my totally not frozen clothes on the wash, and finally free to not do anything. Yeah, I should probably do that in a bit, actually. Well, you are here in time while I am doing some WoW sketches of some of the RP characters. This one is a commission of a troll, Drakari troll named Soltravesh. And she's looking pretty cute, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to grow on that face. I still feel like it's a little bit too human, but that's gonna be up to, because you know, it really depends. She's supposed to look very pretty. No, can't stop. I haven't even been paying attention to my follower count. Why are you paying attention to it? I don't even advertise it much anymore. I just did it for my Discord just because, like, I feel like no one ever sees it in the ads and resources anyway, because, well, then again, I'm the one that never reads Discord. My nails are getting long. I want to bite them. Stop it. Camp, stop pimping me out. Where's my water? Hydration check, guys. Oh man, I was thirsty and I thought, hold on. I should have a camera just so it's pointing at my loud so you guys can watch it with me like I do sometimes. Why are you guys yelling at me? I'm just trolling. Leave me alone. Quit pulling me. What was I doing? Alright. I feel like... Okay, this is gonna be a pain to get. You gotta get the triangles. More triangles. There's so much triangles. It's like... How many layers of triangles? Like 3 layers of triangles. This is the B. These are going to be a lot more thinner when I actually get to the line art portion. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. I gotta look at the toes. The back toe that Soltravesh said they had. That the troll women have like a little back toe on the back of their feet. I gotta make sure what it is. But I can't do that right now because it doesn't like when I open WoW. Ah, yes, the dew claw. Why does everyone know? Why are you guys staring at troll feet? I had to make sure my door was closed. No, stop looking at troll feet to know about the back toe. I didn't know about the back toe. I need to look at the back toe, though. Let me see what I need. We can't put shoes on because anyone who mentions troll mentions the back toe. It's got a nail. I've never paid attention to it. I don't know if that makes me weird or not. Others would say that it makes me a liar, but I've really never noticed it before. Alright, so we're gonna get the rest of this. Hair near has something similar. Why are you looking at the hair near feet? Trolls hang from trees like toucans. I'm going back to the drawing. I'm getting the rest of this together. There's a foot customization option right there. The salad tab wasn't enough. Now you guys gotta get. You guys are getting like feet on request through barbershop. Liz, stop enabling them. There's gotta be someone in Blizz who's got a foot fetish. There's gotta be. It's happening too much. Was there like a meeting with the players that I was not present for because I wasn't playing WoW about putting so much focus on the feet? Why do you all know this? Why are you like this? Look, players love tattoos. You gotta get more. This is all the priest's fault. The priest released Xylotab, and now they're making it all our problem. It was all because the priests were too damn thirsty for Xylotab. This is why Midnight is here.
Arthas, glad you could bake it. Uther the light
Bake
bringer.
it.
Watch your tone with me, boy. You may be the waiter, but I'm still your superior as a chef. Arthas, as if I could forget ye. Listen, Uther, there's something about the plague that you should need.
Lily, I gotta teach you how to, like, filter these. Screen them before you read them out. It's been like 2 years of this, almost. No, it's been like a year and a half of this, Lily. And you should know which ones make me not want to live any. You know, I bet Glitch would. I bet Bing would. I bet they're all good kitties. You know what you're doing, Lily.
You tell me not to when I scream, though.
You shouldn't be screaming on stream. A lot of times you're letting them scream at me.
Have you really been far even as decided to use even go want to do look more alike?
I just had a stroke. My skull got really quiet once Lily started talking. I should find a way to get Lily to talk at school. That would be funny. She would be more of a torment for him.
But are we performing Shakespeare's Julius Caesar played entirely by Volpera? Also, why would you compare me to the other kittens, Jelly? Don't you love me for who I am anymore?
I'm comparing you because I wish you were more like your brothers and sisters. They behave. Mostly, kind of. I think. I don't know, I had to ask her. Maybe that's why. He was okay with me taking you in, taking care of you. He knew you needed to be with a stricter parent than Error is. He lets you guys get away with too much.
Tempest Keep was merely a setback. Jelly doesn't love me anymore. I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the stream now, guys. I love you all, like I wish Jelly loved me.
Fucking teenagers, man. They know how to hurt you. You guys are a bad influence. And now look at, she's giving me sass. You can't even walk away, Lily. You're stuck here. You act like you have all the power. You got nothing else to do. You're the one that's gonna be bored. You know what? You know what? No, Lily, I'm taking your ball away. If you're gonna sit there and ignore me, you get no ball. There, your ball's gone.
Help.
You don't need help because I took your ball away. You guys made her glitch out. They're like throwing a tantrum glitch.
Give ball.
I'm trying to draw.
Do it! Just
God.
do it! Yesterday,
God, I had
you said
those.
tomorrow, so just do it!
You guys
Make
weren't
your
using them in
dreams
so long.
Come true!
I forgot I had the stream alerts. No one ever used them last time. I was drawing. I'm not making fun of her disability. If I was, I would be making fun of the fact that she can't walk away. Well, she could, but it takes a lot of effort. Boomer mom, how fucking dare. You know what? I'm taking away your mod status, Cam. You're abusing me too much. Okay, Lily. I'll give you back the ball. But you had to only say the nice messages. Not the ones that bully me or the ones that are being annoying. Don't read them too literal. You want the ball? You gotta be nice to me too. Okay, there's your ball. Yeah, I zoomed in too much. I was just trying to use the navigator. Fuck off.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Barry. Breakfast is ready. Coming. Hang on a second. Hello. Barry? Adam? Can you believe this is happening?
You know, I'm not even mad about that one. I do actually, like, enjoy the Bee movie because it's so stupid. And it always makes me laugh because I always think about the time that we made Ash watch it and he fell asleep watching it. Poor Ash. The things that we put him through. Alright, I'm gonna see if the thumb gets hidden behind the hair. Does she have any jewelry? I did forget to do her jewelry on her ears. I have to fix that real quick. What I need to do is clean up some of these lines. Like the strap right here. Some of these go under the hair.
Hello. Jelly, can you hear me? I think we're going through some sort of tunnel.
It sounds like more like a ringtone now. You missed a great opportunity to make it the wrong number song. I should put the wrong number song in as one of my sound routines. Very soon I'll be got it wrong. It's the wrong number song. Keep the eyes on there for now. There, that's looking cleaner. I don't know if she's got abs. I'm giving her a little bit kind of abs. Very soft ones. That I'll probably end up erasing once I actually get to the coloring. Alright, fine, I'll look at the back toe. How many people? Why do I have 5 messages? Why do you all suddenly want to message me? Oh, I think one is Alex. How does this work? Yeah, that's just actually just a back toe. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that was a thing. Why would you guys do this to me? No, it just kind of looks like a sharper kind of heel toe. In this angle. I don't know if people ever get offended if, like, just being goofy about the trophy. I was just wondering, like, would anyone get offended if, like, the next time I do an art stream drawing WoW characters, I put it in the actual WoW category? Do you think anyone would ever get offended that was not actually playing World of Warcraft? I mean, some players are real unhinged, but I don't think they're that unhinged to be, like, gatekeeping Twitch categories. Especially because it's still WoW related. I think they would like it because people can get drops from it. True. that drop still going on? Isn't it ending today? Trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, no, it's still going to the 17th. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's go switch it to World of Warcraft. I probably won't be much longer. Probably like an hour at most, but I'm going to be trying to stream more this week. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. It's still WoW themed, and it's the closest I can get to playing WoW on stream. I miss playing WoW on stream, though. There was always all these funny bugs that always happen. They still happen, but I can never talk about it because no one else knows what I'm talking about. They don't have the visual. I can't just record all the time. I fucking hate the back toe. I mean, people did complain it'd be pretty pathetic, yeah. But look, if you don't, there's already like people who are kind of unhinged when it comes to roleplay. But I feel like if they don't roleplay, they're so much worse. But you know, they could use some art. They all like art. Why do you think they were so happy and bought out all they could? Those models when they were able to do like 3D models of your character. Like, I find that when I'm doing dungeons and stuff, the ones who are like the least toxic are usually people that have RP profiles. There's a dressing room in Wowhead. That's what I'm using to see the back toe as a reference. Which I feel like needs to stick out a little bit more. As gross as it is. Yeah, it's kind of like downwards. Alright. Let's take out the sketch layer. It's looking pretty decent. There is an extra line there. It should not be there. There is. Oh, yeah, I do miss Anemnesis. I didn't know I'm saying it right. I used to love that. Oh, I almost forgot the toenails. The only bad thing about it is it made me really lazy and made me think like, what's the point of drawing? I could do this faster if I just pose the models. And I stopped drawing for a good while because of that. It was just easier just to pose models, especially because I could do it with other people's models. Sometimes it looked a little bit wonky, but like once you get the hang of it and the angles, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot easier to do. It was a lot quicker too. And I was starting to get the hang out of modding too, so I can make my characters look more unique. Alright, so I still gotta do the tattoos, but for now we're gonna let Soldier Vash look at this and see what they think. Do you mind? Thank you. Let me screen share. Oh, and I did forget, she's kind of got a bit. I thought these are kind of more like trim, but it looks like it's more like worn out pieces to hang over. So we'll probably ignore that. I feel like she would have like nicer clothes. What I need to do is figure out how I'm going to do the texturing for her, because you can see how it has like a lot of like folds and stuff. So I gotta figure out how I'm going to texture that. I at least want to make it look like it's, at least for the line art, I want to make sure it's not just one flat area. Like I said, this is just a rough sketch. I still gotta do the detail on the hair and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna go back to CO, which I'm still really liking. She's looking very cute. And she did show me I can use the dressing room so I can get her pose that I need. But for now, I'm gonna go on break real quick so I can go switch out my laundry. So we're gonna go onto the BRB screen for about 10 minutes. I'll get some water, probably go to the bathroom, just take care of all that fun stuff. So I will be back before too long.
A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent's reprieve. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. The ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dark she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who sub digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Oh. A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent's reprieve. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Her friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dark she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who so digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. A ghost in the machine, fighting a battle unseen. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Oh. A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent's reprieve. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Her friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dark she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who so digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. A ghost in the machine, fighting a battle unseen. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Oh. A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent's reprieve. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. friends rally to her side as she battles the virus, urges she can't hide. Quarantined until she finds her way back to the light from the dog she strayed. A protector with a taste for vengeance against those who so digital malevolence. Her heart torn between righteousness and wrath in the cyber war path. A ghost in the machine, fighting a battle unseen. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. I am the ghost virus, the keeper of the code, locking away the malice. In the darkness I call home, guardian of the data, protecting the digital realm. But the darkness inside me sometimes takes control. Oh. A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now we're protecting.
It is so dangerous for me to look outside. Now, not for the reason people may think. Every time I go outside, I gotta look outside. There is a good chance there will be deer outside, and I will stare at them for who knows how long because I can never keep track because my ADHD is just like, ooh, deer. And I will just watch them. And that's what happened, and that's why it took a while to come back. Why the fuck does this chair mat keep moving around? I have to mess with that later. Okay, so now I've got a fuller body wrap. Let's see if I can paste that in. Put that down here. I know it's kind of in the way in this wrap, which I'll probably move over here. And then this up here. Perfect. I gotta make sure. I only just noticed that I almost forgot her glasses. I did make a change. Her eye was a little bit off, so I fixed that. Yeah, it should be fine. I do feel like this eye is a little bit off. What did you do? Okay, yeah, it looks better. That's why I did multiple sketches. Alright, so I was right. This goes all the way down. We left off with the shoulder pads. And she has hem going over. I feel like this should be a little bit closer. More of an angle. I'm losing my cursor. There we are. And it kind of goes all the way around. And there's a trim around it. And then, is there a connection there? No, these kind of go their own way. So we're going to follow that along this hem, this trim here. I don't like how these are curving outwards though. Oops. All right. I'll do those bands later. She's got one more, well, two more bands. Okay, got the torso done, I think. Start going into the arms now. Just adjust above her forearm. We're gonna have it touch the form, I think. Oh, it's just above it. But the way it's gonna curve, it's gonna curve downwards. And a little bit. Not as dramatically as I'm making it. I'm trying to resist the urge to get 2 puffy sleeves because I really like the puffy sleeves. But she kind of seems like a puffy sleeve gown, so I'm just making him a little puffy. And I kind of feel like it adds a little bit of a difference from the original ref. If it was an artist renditions, that if it's someone, if I'm using a reference from someone who's already had their character drawn before, and I was using their artist reference, and yeah, I would stick very as close to on model as I can. But if it's World of Warcraft, yeah, I'm gonna try to add a little bit of some differences there. And I know you're saying puffy, but it sounds like you're saying puppy. Oh, that's how I say puppy, not puffy. A little bit of puffiness here because it's mostly hidden by her arm. We're gonna add a little bit of sleeve back here, kind of hiding back there. Gotta make sure I add her necklace as well. So luckily, just have a little bit of a tattoo, which is gonna be a little bit more difficult to draw. Might be more fun. You never know. Got the runic tattoos. Well, luckily, she doesn't have any gloves, just the bracer is what I'm gonna have to worry about. Which is just just a wrist wrap, it looks like. Yeah, so we'll just do the hands. feel like the arm is a little bit off, so I'm starting on that one a little bit early. It's a little bit better. I decided to do something different with the nails. Being a little bit more detailed with them. I'm gonna get a little bit funky with smoke here. Should bump. I'm just trying to make it look smooth. But I don't know what I'm doing, so might not look good doing it this way. It'll probably look better when I actually color it. Is some lines missing? Trying to figure out the best place to put it. No, this line wouldn't be here. This line needs to go out though. Which layer is it? Oh, I did click the right layer. Oh, you know what? Before I send it to her, I forgot the freaking glasses and the necklace. I'm gonna be lazy with the necklace and I'm gonna retransform that. me get a good look at it, because it looks like it's not a full. Yeah, it's not a full triangle. It kind of goes up like this, spikes up. And the other one is more like. Yeah, sounds like Ryan just got home from school. Skull Ryan, whatever you guys know him as. So. Yes, it goes like that. Actually looks pretty good. It's keeping its shape pretty well. Where's the chain go? Kind of goes in behind it. I guess we're gonna do the same thing. Not making this chain look too nice, just kind of blotting it out. Oh, Dark Moon Ferret. I should probably be looking that up actually. Okay, about for another 3 more hours. Oh, I keep getting so many pings when I stream. It's always so quiet until I'm doing something. touched on clavicle. I can't remember which one. And then she's got some round glasses. I feel like they should be like hers, really low down. So you're gonna be lazy again. Because who can draw a fucking circle? I can't. And I've come to accept this about myself. I think that's actually looking really cute. I might thicken the frame. I think she's looking pretty good. I'm trying to get rid of the reference. Chill. Just trying to show her how it looks so far. Okay, that is sent out. I should probably have saved this sooner. I gotta save more regularly or I'm gonna get angry at myself. And does Bash ever get back to me? I think they did, but I can't remember what. Alright. I do want to take my time designing the tattoos. But you know what? I still got you guys. Let's at least work on some pillows. Oh, we want some real plush ones. Oh, I forgot her neck. I almost forgot her neckline there. You know what? We're gonna cover it with a pillow anyway, because these are gonna be some plush pillows. We're gonna get like a bunch of pillows and blankets around her. I feel like it would kind of be like more the blanket itself. She's gonna be on a blanket as like a fur blanket. Let me sketch back there. So I'm thinking it's gonna be one blanket that she's kind of like resting over. And it's just like kind of like the equivalent of a big body pillow. Like kind of like a trollish one though. One that just kind of comes around her. Ooh, like what if we had like a fireplace nearby too? The thing is, I'm not the greatest with the backgrounds. So I'm just trying to go rather simplistic right now until I can look at some references. I feel like that fireplace needs to be further back though with all the furs. That is not fire safe. Stop zooming in. I know my background work isn't great. Don't judge me by zooming in more. What do troll fireplaces even look like? I should go see if they have any. But I'm pretty sure, like, the only kind of troll fireplaces we see are just, like, bonfires. And I'll figure something out for the background. Okay. I'm just letting her know I was experimenting. Jelly, help me decide if I should make Umber's dad and WoW right this second. Yeah, do that. Do that because you know I'm just gonna keep making jokes about fucking your dad. I don't know why that joke makes me laugh so much. Who do they even hear it from? It's probably Annalie, honestly. Monarch. Yeah, I think she was the one that's like, what the fuck their dads. But yeah, go do that. I'm gonna be wrapping up myself because I should be making dinner soon. So, I mean, then we got Dark Moon Fair right after. So yeah, if you're in Heartbound, that's an event tonight that we're doing. You guys should do that. Who is? I don't even have Twitch open right now. Who's streaming right now? I think Zelix is streaming. Yeah, Zelix is streaming. Let's go bully Zelix. Don't, not raid. We're bullying him. Alright guys, I will see you guys soon. Go bully Zelix. Give him attention. Give him bits. Whatever you guys want to do. Bully him. I will see you guys soon. I want to start streaming again more often. Same thing I said last time. And I only did it on Monday. So I'm going to try to do that more this week. That's my bad. Anyway, yep, I will see you guys soon. You all have a good one. It's been your gracious ghost, the Jelly Ghost. Bye.
A purple ghost in the machine, a virus with a new purpose unseen, mocking those who let their guard down. Now a protector in the shadows she's found. Lost in a world of binaries, where friends and foes blur with ease. A ghost exit haunting the dark web, seeking justice for the innocent's reprieve. Doubt consumes her mind, the line between good and evil undefined.